Congresswoman Joyce Beatty tells us she is personally monitoring the investigation into Casey Goodson's death, which she called tragic and a travesty. She says it is important for everyone to remember that while a U.S. Marshals task force was conducting an operation in Goodson's neighborhood, he was not the target.
This young man was not the subject of anything other than coming home to be with his family.
Coming home from the dentist, according to his family, with food in hand.
And this young black man going into his home with sandwiches in one hand, a key in his hand to open the door. And if he had anything else in his hand, I still believe that's not a threat. How could that be a threat?
Pictures shared by his mother show the key in the door and the sandwiches.
I've talked with his mother multiple times. I'm following everything. I'm flying home to make sure that I am in the district as we deal with this issue.
Beatty will be part of a weekend protest of the shooting death and what she calls a flawed investigation.
Because federal investigators are involved, are you getting any insight into how long this investigation might take or where the investigation heads next?
I believe, and I'm being very careful to say what I believe this took too long because I have heard from experts that part of the problem is, again, there was a misstep, that it took too long. So now you have divisions of law enforcement to say they want hands off because it's been too muddy.
Beatty says the case is getting national attention. Other members of Congress are asking how they can help. She says by finding a way to stop cases like this.
We have to make sure as we put Casey's face on this, that maybe it's the face that will bring us together. Maybe it's the face that will help us fight for justice. And certainly his mother wants that justice, wants it brought to justice for her son.
And of course, Congresswoman Joyce Beatty elected as the new chairperson of the Congressional Black Caucus, and she told me today that they will be taking up issues like this of police-involved shootings involving African Americans and also just overall social justice and where we go from here as a nation.
When that organization, the CBC, holds its annual conference, it'll be interesting to see how that issue is front and center. You can imagine.
Yeah, they're dealing with COVID, of course, as the overarching issue in Washington, but they're going to have to tackle some of these things in the coming year as well.